ancient Sumerian tablets, written thousands of years before modern astronomy, describe beings called the Anunnaki arriving from the heavens. They came from beyond Earth, brought knowledge, and according to the texts, played a role in seeding civilization and life itself. Flash forward to 2025, and an interstellar object arrives from beyond our solar system carrying methanol and hydrogen cyanide, the exact molecular building blocks needed to create amino acids and DNA. Whether you believe ancient astronaut theory or not, the similarities are fascinating. Let's look at what ancient texts claim, then compare it to what Atlas is actually doing. Follow right now so you don't miss upcoming videos. The Anunnaki were described as travelers from beyond Earth's domain, arriving with purpose and design rather than random chance. When you look at Atlas's trajectory, you see an object aligned within 5 degrees of our planetary plane, with only 0.2% probability of random occurrence. It course-corrected at perihelion to target Jupiter's Hill radius with precision that required deliberate thrust. Random cosmic debris doesn't navigate like this. Those ancient texts describe the Anunnaki bringing materials and knowledge necessary to seed life, modifying or creating biological systems on Earth. Now we have ALMA telescope data showing Atlas carries methanol and hydrogen cyanide at ratios among the highest ever measured. These aren't just random molecules. They're direct precursors to amino acids and the ribose sugars that form RNA and DNA backbones. If you wanted to seed a planet with the chemistry needed for life to emerge, you'd carry exactly these compounds at exactly these concentrations. The ancient accounts mention interactions with multiple celestial bodies, including Mars, as part of their activities in our solar system. On October 2nd, Atlas passed Mars at 29 million kilometers, close enough that Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and MAVEN both captured detailed data during the encounter. Then it continued toward Jupiter, and here's where the connection gets interesting. Ancient Sumerian texts associate the god Marduk with Jupiter, describing it as a celestial body of supreme importance. Atlas is heading directly there, arriving March 16th at the exact Hill radius, where deployed satellites can maintain stable orbits, the largest gravitational body in the inner solar system, just as the ancient texts emphasize Jupiter's significance. Those texts sometimes describe the Anunnaki as arriving not individually, but as a collective, the host of heaven. Massive numbers traveling together. Atlas travels surrounded by approximately 1 trillion macroscopic objects that don't evaporate under solar heating. They maintain stable formation in a teardrop configuration extending 60,000 kilometers, reflecting 99% of observed light. 1 trillion pieces of something being transported deliberately across interstellar space. Not debris from natural fragmentation, but payload being carried to a destination. Civilization building equipment, seeding materials. The trillion objects are real and documented by Hubble, maintaining formation in ways that suggest purpose rather than randomness. Ancient accounts credit the Anunnaki with advanced knowledge of celestial mechanics and navigation, traveling between worlds with precision. Atlas executed its course correction at perihelion, the optimal moment in orbital mechanics for maximum efficiency using minimum energy. The Oberth effect, which every modern space mission uses for trajectory changes, applied perfectly. The non-gravitational acceleration measured at 10 standard deviations proves Atlas changed its path deliberately, and that change achieved precise targeting of Jupiter's deployment zone. Gods don't need course correction. Spacecraft do. Here's where the seeding theory becomes really interesting. If the Anunnaki seeded Earth with life billions of years ago, why would they return now when intelligent life already exists here? According to the theory, they create conditions for life, then move on to other projects. What happened on Earth 4 billion years ago when organic-rich objects delivered amino acid precursors that eventually led to the first microorganisms might be happening at Jupiter's moons right now. Europa, Ganymede, Callisto. Jupiter's major moons all have subsurface oceans beneath kilometers of ice. They have liquid water and energy from tidal heating. But they're missing the complex organic chemistry needed to kickstart biological processes. Atlas is carrying exactly those missing ingredients at concentrations higher than any natural comet we've measured. If this is a seeding mission, Jupiter's moons are the target, not Earth. We already got our delivery billions of years ago. Now it's Jupiter's turn. The ancient texts say the Anunnaki created humans, then left. Why would they care about visiting us now? We're the finished product from an ancient project. Jupiter represents the new opportunity, worlds with water that need the chemical catalyst to begin the same process that created life on Earth. Atlas ignored Earth on December 19th because we were never the destination. The mission parameters were always focused on Jupiter, just as ancient texts describe Marduk's celestial importance. Let them call it conspiracy. The trajectory is real and measured by JPL. The course correction is documented at 10 standard deviations. The life chemistry is confirmed by ALMA telescope spectroscopy. The trillion objects maintaining formation are photographed by the Hubble Space Telescope. The Jupiter targeting matches hill radius calculations within measurement error. These are observations, not speculation. Whether you interpret them through ancient Sumerian texts or modern astrophysics, someone or something is transporting life-building chemistry toward Jupiter's moons using technology sophisticated enough to navigate across interstellar distances. Ancient texts described visitors from the heavens who seeded life and possessed knowledge of celestial mechanics. Modern telescopes observe an interstellar visitor carrying DNA precursors, executing precision navigation, and targeting the solar system's largest planet with its potentially habitable moons. The parallels exist regardless of how you choose to interpret them. Whether Atlas is the Anunnaki or not, someone is out there doing exactly what those ancient texts described, transporting life chemistry between star systems, visiting multiple planets, operating with purpose and design rather than random chance. Ancient Sumerians watching the skies thousands of years ago might recognize what we're seeing right now, even if they'd use different words to describe it. Ancient prophecy or cosmic coincidence? The chemistry Atlas carries and the trajectory it follows toward Jupiter suggest an answer.